Yo, 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's going on with y'all? So we about to get into a Capricorn reading and all that. Capricorn cross watchers, you're welcome as well. As a matter of fact, I don't know. I'm not sure. Y'all might the cross watchers might this reading might be for y'all. I don't look. This might get a little. Look, put it this way, right? I've been led to tell y'all this, and I ain't pull no cards. I ain't even pull out no deck yet. You know what I'm saying? Look, Capricorns, y'all got a backup bay. You know what I mean? I don't mean to stir the pot. I don't mean to start trouble and all that. You know what I mean? You don't got to comment in a section and incriminate yourself in any kind of way. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all got a backup bay. And if you don't got a backup bay, this reading is not your reading. You could click off right now. This reading is not for you, B. And that's all right. That's all right. But I make cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated first. Bars because I'm nice and all that, but we already know that, right? Enough about me. Let's get to the Capricorns and all that. So I believe I'm going to use the blind spot deck first because, look, my dream was real short-lived, but my dream was a recurring theme. Bars. Fucking nice. But it was, B. Yo, I can't tell you how many times I've had this dream. But there's always something different, like slight little details that's different, such as the way that the hair goes that way, or what age this individual is. The Capricorn primarily that I'm speaking about. So what I'm trying to tell you, Capricorn, is that you've been having this backup bay for lifetimes, for dimensions. You may be with someone in this dimension in the 3D, but you're with your backup bay in another dimension, in another reality. For those of you who know, you know. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. And but what I get though, or what I've been shown at least, I don't have the details, and I'm hoping that this blind spot deck is really gonna get us there. As far as the details go, I feel like, you know the saying that goes, some people do what they want to do, others do what they gotta do. That's what I'm picking up on. Capricorn, you did what you had to do. And I may be wrong, but that's what I feel when I see the message. Meaning, you know, sometimes we get with the person that we feel that we're supposed to get with because of things that, you know, sometimes our desires can take us too far over the edge. Doing what you want or being with who you want. And I'm not saying which is right or wrong. I don't know. But I do know you got a backup bay. And it must be because you still wanted what you wanted. But maybe you come to the conclusion that what you felt you had to do is not what you should. It's not what you should have did. I don't know. This topic. Well, look. What I be doing in the kitchen is not, yo, don't play with me. Spirit. Oh my God, Spirit. Give me the power. Not just the bacon power, Spirit. Give me the power to channel these messages for the Capricorn Collective, for the people who are still here watching me. Do this, all right? For the people who are still connecting with me, and they want to know what's going on in Capricorn land. You heard? That's the card? All right, that's the card, Spirit. We're going with it. 21. I believe it's a 20. Yeah, it's a 21, but it's a sigil. So I'm going to keep it up there for a minute. Look and see what you see. What y'all see? I see, like, I don't know, a hamster wheel maybe? Even like a lottery ball. It looks like it could be play lottery with that, right? I see a wine glass. I'm a big fan of sigils, yo. I really like sigils and emojis and stuff like that. Like symbols, glyphs. But yeah. Alright. So we're going to open it up with this because I want to see what's behind the veil. You know what I'm saying? I even want to know, like, I'm telling you what I felt probably because I've had this dream so many times. But I don't want to, I'll probably put my own spin on it after We see what the cards got to say, because I would be amazed to see what the cards have to say based upon this. Endurism. Yo, I felt like, forget it, because I know what endure means, all right? I'm gonna read it from the deck. From the book, though. If you have drawn this sigil right now, you are enduring something that you should not be enduring. Look, Capricorn, now look, I said I might have hinted to it, right? Like maybe you chose who you felt that you had to choose, but you come to find out later on down the road, you should have did what you wanted to do. Now listen, I'm just a messenger, B. You are probably telling yourself that is good enough. Think about these common sayings. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. No pain, no gain. It is what it is. These sayings all have one thing in common. They help you to release resistance to a situation where you feel helpless, to get out of a painful circumstance. Releasing resistance is a good thing. So where is the harm in these sayings? The harm is that they can serve as justifications for not actively making changes so as to move beyond a painful situation. They can serve to keep you stuck in pain. We know the danger of escapism. We know the pain of being around a fair weather friend. We feel the frustration of spiritual bypassing. Many of us have a fairly good grasp of this concept, that running away from pain and from things that scare us is not the way to create a fulfilling life. But we need to be aware that there is danger at the other side of the spectrum as well. There is danger in becoming attached to pain, unwilling to leave it. This is endurism. Endurism is just as unhealthy as escapism. Oh, this is bars. Oh, wait, this is bars. Where are the people that be trying to argue with me about this type of stuff? All right. It is a coping strategy for dealing with the perception that you are helpless to have your needs met. But it is one that ensures you will spend your life coping with a painful life instead of creating a life you enjoy. We believe there is serious virtue in suffering. We stay in situations and perpetuate situations that are causing us pain so we can feel as though we are good and are doing what's right. In endurism, we are in fact escaping something. That something is the fear of making a change and the responsibility required to actually make that change. Our ego fears that by making the change that will enable us to progress and reach our joy, we will become a bad person and therefore lose connection with the people and things we want to be connected to. In relationships, we develop the idea that if someone loves us, they will endure any amount of pain to be with us. And in the opposite scenario, if we love someone, we will endure any amount of pain to be with them. I've said this in some of my... Listen. In fact, over the course of our relationships, we may even begin to incrementally cause other people pain and put them in painful situations with us because you are so sure that they'll stay. I've said this type of stuff before. We are doing this subconsciously but deliberately to try to create the experience of someone loving us so much that they will endure anything to be with us. It's cruel. They may also be doing the same to us and we are enduring it. Be aware that when you look at the endurism you are engaged in relative to your life, you are going to become very defensive. You are going to find all kinds of reasons why it's good or right to perpetuate your painful situation. Your reasoning is preventing progress. You have plenty of incredibly valid reasons to justify your endurism. No one is trying to convince you that your reasons are not valid, but your valid reasons aren't good enough to justify living a miserable life. In this situation, you are on a boat in the ocean. You don't like the boat, so you desire a different boat, so it comes. But you still won't get off your old boat. You have lots of reasons for not getting off your old boat, so the universe says, I'm going to have to make it easier for them to get off their old boat and move to a new one. So I'm going to poke holes in the old boat. But when the boat starts to spring leaks, instead of jumping on the new boat, you run around trying to patch up the holes on your old boat. Eventually, the only way to get you onto the new boat is for the universe to quite literally sink your boat, so you end up in the water with the choice to drown or get on the new boat. If you have drawn this sigil, become acutely aware of the situations in your life you think you have to endure. Get really aware about the excuses you make to justify enduring those situations. Look for ways to actually do have a choice in the situations you feel stuck in. Look at things you could actually do to make a change. Take your power back. Oof. Look, this deck don't play with anybody. Anybody. Like, all gloves are off when it comes to this deck. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. But check this out, right? Peep game. Capricorn, I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all know better than I do. Well, at least for right now. My intuition told me what it is. If I pull up what's the vibe deck, what deck? Man, I'm about to tell y'all business. I think y'all like it though, because I think y'all need to hear this from someone else's mouth, not your family members that you be trying to justify your relationship with. Grabbing the what's the vibe deck, we gonna get in your business right now. So you gotta put the children away. You know what I mean? What is it? The work bay? Nah, it's your backup bay, yo. This is the bay that you always had eyes for. I think you might have been in love with someone, maybe puppy love, that looks similar or has similar traits or mannerisms to this person that I'm talking about too. But that puppy love person broke your heart. Don't cry. I mean, we all been through it. We all had puppy loves. We all had crushes that it just didn't work, you know. But that's for some of y'all. I'm getting that. Although that person, the puppy love, crushed your heart, this person didn't. And that might have been part of the fear that had you not get with them because you didn't want them to break your heart. Therefore, you was just like, well, I know they won't break my heart if I don't get with them, if I don't shoot my shot. Maybe that was part of the fear. That's where it started at. Maybe that's where the enduring came. And then you just said to yourself, you know what, I'm going to make sure I get a significant other lover like this or like that to make sure that whatever. But you knew you always had eyes for this backup bay that I'm talking about. I'm trying to listen. Spirit, give me the messages. Let's get to it. Suffering and silence. Come on now. Unspoken desires. Real feelings for your backup bae. I'm trying to tell you, babe. Broken dreams. You dream. This is your dreamboat lover. This is your dream, yo. Dreamy eyes, something like that. This your dreamboat lover. And you just out there, look, daydreaming at the bottom of the deck. You think about this individual often. You see them on social media because you don't really have direct contact with them like that because it's kind of like taboo, is what I'm getting. Man, for some of y'all are so far along that your real person knows about this person. And I don't think that was done by accident. I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm picking up on that for some of y'all. Like, the secret was exposed or hinted at, not exposed, because I feel like majority of y'all don't really got nothing going with this dream lover, with your backup bae. However, you've spoken to him a few times. You've spoken to her a few times. Spirit, what else we got? Harmony, balance, peace, happiness. See, as soon as I'm talking about you've spoken with them a few times, this is what you imagine it to be. This is what you daydream about it being like with them. That they'll bring you balance. They'll bring you peace. I feel strongly that you don't have that in your relationship now. For a lot of y'all been in long-term relationships too. And I feel like this is not one of those situations to where you think the grass is greener on the other side. I think you know it. I think you feel it. Like I'm saying, this is like some past life stuff or different dimensional type stuff. You actually had dreams about this person. You still have dreams about this person. It's like the experience that you have with them. It's like y'all are in certain places that make sense to you. You could tell how responsible they are, or that has something. It has something to do with it. They're responsible. This responsibility level, in contrast to what you're dealing with now. So this is not one of those situations to where it's just like, oh, they think the grass is greener. You know how some people, they break up with their husbands or their wives to go be with the dreamboat, and the dreamboat treats them like shit, or they're not what they expected them to be. I'm feeling like this is not that. And the reason being is because you've been with the person that you're with for long enough to know what you don't want. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, let me draw more cards. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this other person? What else can you tell me about the other person? Because I brought them up just by mid-conversation, just by talking. Or I brought her up. You make the gender fit the way it's supposed to fit, but that's how it goes. So let's continue to get more details on this backup bay. I'm starting trouble, y'all? No, it's not trouble. Don't look at it as trouble. Archangel Michael. This person, you think this person is like an earth angel, and they might be. And I say that because, you know, Archangel Michael card is drawn. But this is also a signal to show you that you're protected. I feel like for some of y'all, this is a situation to where you need an escape plan. Like you actually need a plan to get out of the endurism that you are enduring with this. I even get that your relationship is just stale. It's so stale that it's hindering. And you're starting to get sick of it. You're just tired of it. You've been tired of it. But you're protected. You're protected to make this exit. Bars because I'm nice and all, and we know that already. But you're protected to make this exit. You're not going to be harmed. However, it's something that you got to do for your well-being. I can't even say you might be surprised to know that this person doesn't want to be with you anymore either. But it's just like, some people don't know what they got till it's gone. Like, the person you with is not going to change, yo. They're not going to change until they get holes poked in their boat. You understand what I'm saying? So remember the definition in the endurism definition, right? Or the scenario, right? About the boat. God had to literally poke boats and poke holes in the boat to drown them in order for them to get into a new situation. This wants to fly out today. See what I'm saying? Good vibes now, in the moment. This person, they make you feel alive. You get a text from them or you shoot a text from them, whenever they respond, you feel, it's not even goosebumps. You just feel like you did the right thing. You feel like you're talking to your bae. You feel like you're in that other dimension. You feel like you're in the dream that you were in when you be dreaming about this person. I'm telling you. Something might be around your birthday too. It might be this Capricorn season that you make your exit. I know it says today, but I'm just peeping the vibe here. I'm just peeping the whole, you know what I'm saying? Sheesh. What else, Spirit? What other message or signal does Capricorn need to see before we get into some tarot? Soulmate. Look, I'm telling you, you always knew it was this person. You always knew it. This is someone that you knew since you was like a teenager. Friendship, romantic partner. And I don't know, I can't sit here and say that y'all have spent a lot of time together, and I can't say that. Because I think if y'all did, y'all would be together right now. What I can tell y'all is that in the 5D, y'all are it. Like, y'all are it. And you know this. You know this. This is how y'all are in the 5D. This is how y'all are when it's dream time. And if you don't dream, they dream of you. But if you don't dream and they dream of you, you see them. You stalk them and all that. You watch them. They do something. You around them. You got access to them somehow. Tarot time. I'm in your business, yo. Yeah, I'm in your business today, ain't I? Oh, shit. What's going on with y'all though, Capricorn? I hope y'all feeling well. Don't worry, you could save this this video in your list, like in your private list on YouTube or something. You know what I mean? Go peek at it sometimes when you get a chance, you know. But it's not, look, I think it's got more to do with a transition than it does to like trying to hurt somebody's feelings, and that's the whole thing. Like your feelings are already hurt, burnt. I feel I'm hearing. They're kind of like fed up with your shit too. Like I think you're good at complaining, but not doing the damn thing, and that's why they're so. That's what I'm saying. They don't think. Listen, the mother star. Well, it's a yes, that's for sure. What else? Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We're gonna pull that out. That might be dream lover right there. Prospect, potential prospect, yeah. 10 of Pentacles in reverse showing up. This is why they're coming to you too. They know about your situation. They know your life is upside down, turned around, inside out. 10 of Cups in reverse wanting to pop out too. Come on now. They know what's going on. This is an illusion. Your 10 of Cups was an illusion. They know about it. You may have spoken to them about it, and look, I'm in your business. I know that. But they may know by way of you telling them, you know, venting a little bit. Whew. 4 of Cups. You want what you want. The Emperor. Nine of Wands in reverse. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel your dreams were squashed. I think somewhere early in the reading we spoken about that, right? About dreams being broken dreams. Correct. Broken dreams. So what I feel from these tarot cards that we just drawn is that you were a person, and you probably still got it. Male or female, you probably still got it, right? However, you reflect on your life sometimes and you feel like, man, I sure have spent some of my years not doing what I could have benefited from. When I say I mean you still got it, I mean vividly and visibly you still got it. Yet, you know, you took on the task of, I'm feeling even wife and mom and husband and dad for a lot of y'all instead. You say, you know what, if this is the high road or the safer road or the more responsible way to go, then I'm gonna take this route. That's what y'all did. And looked up some years later and you see like, oh, okay. You know, woulda, coulda, shoulda type shit. I'm also feeling one of you in your current situation has control issues. It's you or them. And I feel like your support system is kind of like shabby or shaky. Sometimes they take their side when they get involved. Or they're not, like, just because they're like on your side of the family, it doesn't mean that they take your side. Like y'all have been together so long that they'll question you, like, what have you done? What did you do? Why are y'all into it? You know what I'm saying? Because this person, I feel like the person that you with, they're not irresponsible. They just don't do what you want them to do with the stuff that they have, like with their resources and stuff like that. Like, they don't make the decisions that you thought they would make eventually in life. when you first paired up with them and all of that, like you thought this person was like, I ain't gonna lie, you thought this person was like a celebrity or something, or like a, you know, just really like a outlier when it comes to other guys, and you made sure of that, or it comes to other girls and you made sure of that, because again, what happened to you when you were younger with your crush or crushes, maybe even Nine of Cups and the Sun. Yeah. This is what Spirit is saying. Be optimistic about this transition, yo. Because I feel, again, I was saying this before, I feel it's about transition more than it is about trying to hurt somebody's feelings. It's time to move on. Y'all have shared a decent amount of time together. And I'm hearing a decent amount of faithful time together too. I don't know how far that stretches. I'm just saying. In comparison, if we was to compare, like, yeah, there's some loyalty around here. You know what I mean? At least on your behalf. Yeah, you've been messaging your dream lover and all that here and there, but it's like, you know, things took its toll. And you're getting out of there. You're already getting out of there. You just probably need to see this message as confirmation, yo. You don't need to endure the shit. There's happiness coming out of this. You heard? The Sun right after the Nine of Cups. It's happiness, yo. Come on, baby, stop playing. So, I don't even need to stretch this anymore, but Spirit, if there's anything, Cap should see, what is it? The Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Back-to-back eights. This is the year of the 8. It's a shift. It's a change. You know, I told you it was about transitioning, yo. The Eight of Pentacles. First of all, the Eight of Cups is meaning that you're going to make a change. You're going to switch directions. We've been talking about that since the beginning of this reading, right? The Eight of Pentacles is just telling me that you're going to put in the work that you feel that you should have been putting in before. But this time around for achievement. I feel like what you've been doing repetitious, like you're no slouch, but what you've been doing repetitiously is not, you're not satisfied with it. You could do more. And just to be honest, your relationship is in the way. Not saying that you can't or shouldn't be in a relationship. It's just the relationship you're in doesn't assist you in thriving more in your career. All right, so Caps, look, I got in your business. I'm going to leave y'all here with this. I'm not even going to do an extended, but, you know, unless you want me to. If you want me to, I guess get in the comment section and say, hey, do an extended. I want to hear more about this. All right. But until next time, I'm out, y'all.